Morning. Today is August 12th. This video is about what's next with my shuttle bus build, and this is the fourth time I've tried starting this video. I was driving and it started pouring rain and you couldn't even hear me talk because of the rain hitting the windshield so hard. So I started over again, got into it good, and my phone rang, the other phone. And that never rings. I don't get a phone call but maybe once every 3 days. Of course, it's got to happen whether you're on the toilet or or when you're trying to record a video. So that wasn't a good. Started over again, put a cat head mic on so that so I'd have a little better audio. Did the whole introduction, and it was just really gnarly. You couldn't hardly, well, you could hear me, but it had a lot of, I don't know if it was my engine that was creating the background noise or a static in the video, but so finally,
toward East Apple Avenue.
See, so there's always gonna be something. Doesn't matter if you turn it off or not. Anyway, I'm heading out to pick up a sheet of aluminum to cover the backside of my 4 of my solar panels. They're going to be mounted on the driver's side of my shuttle bus. The top 4 are going to be mounted just below the windows facing out. The other 4 are going to be hinged below that, and when I'm traveling they'll be folded up so that the back sides of the solar panels will be showing. And so I want to protect them from someone coming along and cutting the wires or stray stones coming in and tearing things up. Solar panels are pretty much waterproof anyway, but so I'm on the way to pick up that aluminum, and I live in the middle of the state of Michigan, the lower portion, and I've got to drive all the way over almost to Lake Michigan to get this. After I get that, and of course it starts raining and not raining and stuff like that, so I'm almost to the first stop, and I figured I'd just stop and pull into this car wash here, get out of the rain, and try making this video again. It's just a portion of the video. After I get done picking that sheet up, I've got to go down to about 40 miles south and pick up 8 double size milk crates. These are going to be shelves for in the back of my shuttle bus above the beds, 4 of them above the foot of the bed, 4 of them above the head of the bed. And I want that because those are light, and I don't want a lot of heavy weight up top like that pulling down on those walls. But I'll show you more about that when I get back. I'll go inside of the shuttle bus and we'll go over some other stuff that what I've been doing and what's coming up next. For right now, let's stop this video, pause it, and I'll catch back up with you here. It's gonna be hours for me because long drives, but I enjoy driving. But for you, it's just gonna be minutes because I'll stop the video and then restart it again. So we'll catch you in just a couple of seconds. This is a sheet of aluminum that I bought, and got 8 crates there, and this is the configuration I'm gonna lay out for my shelving. There'll be 4 of them in a square like that with an 8x8 center square, and I'll put some plywood reinforcement in between them so that they don't sag. Okay, we're back inside the bus again, and it was hot in here, so I had to run the fan for a few minutes after opening the window up because I had to have those windows shut all the time for during that rain because it was coming down so hard. And it might not have come inside of here because I'm under the trees and it would drop straight down, but I don't want any water inside of here. Anyway, if you look out the window, you can see down there I've got a lot of traffic and 3 bundles of rigid vinyl flooring, and that's going to be on top of this set of cupboards and on the set that'll be on top of this file cabinet over here. And then there's going to be a vertical piece of plywood that goes up try to avoid all the traffic noise, up the black 2x4 there as a face above the counter, and that'll have the vinyl flooring going up that also. It's just, I gotta talk past it because it's always there, the traffic. I love it, but you know, it's not too good for a movie. However, I'm also thinking about putting a piece of 15 by 32 metal pegboard on there, so I can hang a lot of things up right there. On this side, on top of that counter, up above this, my finger here, up here, there'll be another piece of plywood, and it'll be like this one here, 24 by whatever it takes to get up to the top. That flooring is going to be on this countertop over here, and on that wall too. And that's where my electrical will be. It's mounted on that wall. I think I put these header spreader bars up here because I was anticipating a lot of weight up here for shelving. I was going to try to pull that down. And since I changed my mind about using those crates out there, I think I'm going to take those 2 spreader bars off there. They won't be necessary. That 4x4 there, crates, is actually a 32-inch square with an 8-inch square in the center of it, which gives me 5 little cubbies. And on the vertical crates, I can always put a little shelf halfway up those so I have more spots. And I'll be storing clothing and miscellaneous, maybe some pots and pans. But my heavy goods, you know, canned goods and stuff, they're going to go down here in crates and probably underneath here in crates. We'll see. We'll work it as we go. Down here above that water tank and above this open area here where that orange fan is, those bed, that's all going to be plywood, but this will raise up. And then those are going to be hinged also so that I got access underneath those to store a little bit of stuff too. There's no sense wasting any space. So those will probably be the next things I do, is get to work on those sets of cupboard shelves, what do you want to call it, putting the flooring on here and on the vertical, and building this set of shelves over here, cupboards. So this these 2 spreader bars up here, they're not really in the way. I mean, they're a little bit below where my head is, so I'd have to be careful getting into bed. And they're not really in the way of where I'm going to put my diesel heater up here, be able to service that and everything. But I don't think it's necessary for those, and I can always put them back in later if I need to. But I want a little more elevation with my crate and stuff, and that would take away a good 1.5 inches of the space below, because 32 inches coming down from there, I've got a mattress on here, and I want to be able to have my feet underneath there without kicking the counter, the cupboards, or shelves, whatever I call it. The same over here with the headspace, you know, the mattress, pillow, and you know, the shelves above there. So that's what's next. This is my little buddy down here. His name is Harley. He don't mind the traffic because he's stone deaf. He can't hear a darn thing. If I whistle real loud and shrill, he can hear it. Otherwise, he can't hear anything. And he got a brand new bed back in there, but he laid it in the car. But so far, he hasn't been in the bed here, and I think he likes that cool floor. He's a male, you know, so he's got a bare belly and probably feels good on the belly. So maybe I ought to get down there in my bare belly too. It's not terrible right now. I think it's like 74, but you got a 99% humidity yet, and that's just disgusting terrible. So I'm going to end this video now, and I'd like you folks to go back and watch all of my videos, and go and watch all my videos at youtube.com/at the @ Tramp Traveler. So it's youtube.com/at Tramp Traveler. I'd like you to subscribe, like, comment, tell your friends about it, and tell them that there's a upcoming video, a full-length video about handicap camping with anything with a lift, like this lift over here. But you know, vans, shuttle buses, schoolies, school buses, and some very expensive motorhomes. So if you know anybody who's elderly or handicapped that could benefit from camping, would still love to camp but can't really get out there and do it without having to climb a bunch of steps, you know, there's still a lot of life in them, and they need to have an idea of how they can do it, and do it comfortably and easily. And my son, he's lost both of his legs. He's got a truck almost as big as this, and other vehicles that he's switched over to hand controls. And he could, you know, if he took the seat out of this, he could roll a wheelchair right up there and use hand controls and drive this around. So anybody can do it. Anybody. And these shuttle buses and schoolies, anything with a lift, already comes with things like, things like this tracking down here, and seat belts that are made for wheelchairs. And so they could, they could use it as is, just have someone else drive it, and they just ride in their wheelchair. So if you know somebody that's elderly or handicapped, just can't get around good, have them watch that video when it comes out. But the only way you're going to know when that comes out is if you subscribe and like, and then you'll see all my videos. But this will be I think the 9th video, and I've done a short and a post. But go back and watch those for all the details. Shows what I've been doing out here and as I've been doing it, and what my plans are with my solar and batteries and all that stuff. So don't just watch this one and quit. Subscribe. It doesn't cost, excuse me, food's trying to come up. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, yet it helps my channel, helps drive it to where more people see it. And if you like it, that actually helps too. And if you comment, I'll try to get back and comment to you, reply to your comment. So you take it easy, and we'll catch you later.